Coming up in this program, feedback and follow-up on some of our hard-hitting stories. New moves to bring about racial harmony in Skillock 5 years after Johan Nel mowed down innocent people. And despite a key arrest following the broadcast of that horrific rhino hunt filmed on camera, poaching continues. Well, we start with Milda. The attacks there continue. Months after our initial investigation revealed a suburb under siege where no one is safe and life is cheap. We track the lives of those affected by the violence. In September last year, the senseless shooting and death of 13-year-old Alyssa put the spotlight on Mildersdrift, west of Johannesburg. After a spate of killings over the past 2 years, residents were virtual prisoners in their own homes. One Wednesday evening, Anton Botha and his 2 daughters, Alyssa and Megan, arrived home. Neighbours heard a commotion.
We heard shots. Then went quiet for a while. And we heard screaming as well. Screaming and shots. Then went quiet for a while. Then there were more shots and screaming. And then it went quiet.
Anton and his daughters had been ambushed and shot. Perpetrators took just 2 cell phones and a wallet and then ran off. When the neighbours got to the scene, they found them on the ground. Alyssa was moaning.
She had been shot in the stomach. Megan had been shot through both legs. She was lying sort of closest to the car. But she seemed to be, she was okay, she wasn't critical. Anton also was shot in the stomach. He was also in a lot of pain.
Alyssa, every now and then she would kind of wriggle and say that it was very sore and start crying, and I would just kind of lean over and touch her and say it's okay, just try and stay calm. The paramedics are almost here, and try and calm her down. It was very hard for me and very upsetting because it was almost like you just watched the life drain away.
Alyssa did not make it. Anton and Megan survived. Days later, another family was struck. This time, Andre Jordan, a father of 2, was killed.
They only took my dad's plasma TV and 3 cell phones, which is not worth someone's life. It's not human. I mean, a normal human won't go and shoot someone else for a cell phone. Yeah, it's... I don't know what to say about it. It's just really not human.
After our initial broadcast, we went back to see if anything had changed. We discovered police had made some progress.
We managed to arrest 3 people in the Clinic Road area, and through further investigation, those 3 suspects were connected to more than 14 cases, and both the cases that's in question, both of those cases they were arrested for both those cases and several others. Those are housebreakings, assault and robbery cases. And as I've indicated, all of them are still currently in custody.
But after Alyssa's murder in September, there were more attacks. And it emerged that it wasn't just property owners who were at risk. In early December, 2 farm workers on one plot, Mupo Ndlovu and Keston Banda, went out to enjoy themselves.
They'd been paid wages earlier that day, and they'd been out to a local shebeen, which we have advised our staff not to do. But you know what? Why can they not go out and have a bit of fun at the end of the month?
When they returned, armed men slipped through the fence and shot them execution style.
One died at the scene. The second person died nearly a few weeks later, and there were also 3 suspects arrested in those cases. 2 of them are unfortunately out on bail of 5,000 rand each, and the 3rd suspect, who also confessed to some of the crimes, is still currently in custody, and they appearing also in the Krugersdorp Magistrate Court later this month.
While the 2 accused are out on bail, Mupo's family is left without a breadwinner. He was from Malawi. His few possessions were collected by his family. They're still trying to make sense of this brutal killing.
No, you come here, I think, starting to maybe can try to organize some money just to make a good life party. What now has happened to my cousin is very shocked because all my family was looking for Mupo. Maybe he can support the family, but now Mupo is tired, and the way he died is very painful.
Disturbingly, there were at least 10 attacks in Milda's Drift since the death of Alyssa in September of last year. To address residents' fears, Gauteng Police Commissioner Mzwandile Petros came to meet with them.
I'm here to hear from you where is the problem so that we can together find a solution to the problem.
But as if to emphasize just how serious the situation is, an attack took place nearby whilst the Commissioner was addressing them. Since then, the community, along with the police, have started initiatives to combat crime in the area.
There's a number of strategies that were supposed to have been put in place or that were put in place, short-term, mid-term and long-term. Short-term would be establishing and putting in place the Know Your Neighbor campaign, sponsored by the Department of Community Safety, obviously with our colleagues, the SAPS. Your mid-term would be looking at your plot numbering. Your long-term would be things like lighting of the area.
And an additional police station.
The committee will tell you, this is a big area, we need another police station. The resources of whether it's human and physical resource of the police station are stretched.
After the break, can a community torn apart by racial violence find peace and reconciliation?